Making brownies at home is easier than you think. In fact, it's a task that's as delightful as it is delicious. So, why not delve into the world of homemade brownies and discover the joy of creating this classic treat from scratch? First things first, gather your ingredients. To make these mouth-watering brownies, you will need 1 cup of unsalted butter, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 4 large eggs, and a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. For the dry ingredients, you'll need a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Finally, don't forget a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a cup of chopped nuts, if you're a fan of a little crunch in your brownies. Begin by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While the oven warms up, grab a saucepan and melt the butter over medium heat. Once it's melted, remove the pan from the heat and stir in the sugar. The resulting mixture should be glossy and smooth, a sweet symphony of butter and sugar. Next, beat the eggs one at a time into the sugar and butter mixture, followed by the vanilla extract. The key is to incorporate each egg fully before adding the next. This ensures a consistent, silky texture throughout your brownies. Now comes the fun part, combining the dry ingredients. Sift together the flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, and salt. Stir these dry ingredients into the wet mixture until they're just combined. Overmixing could lead to tough brownies, and no one wants that. If you're adding nuts, now's the time to fold them in. Use a spatula to gently incorporate them into the batter, ensuring they're evenly distributed. Pour your batter into a greased baking dish and smooth the top with a spatula. Slide your creation into the preheated oven and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out with a few moist crumbs. Once baked, resist the temptation to dig in immediately. Allow the brownies to cool in the pan before cutting them into squares. This waiting period can be a true test of patience, but trust me, it's worth it. There you have it, a guide to making your own decadent homemade brownies. Remember, baking is an art, and like all art forms, it takes practice. So don't be disheartened if your first batch isn't perfect. Keep trying, experimenting, and most importantly, enjoying the process. Go ahead, give it a shot. Create your own version of this timeless treat and share the results. Who knows? You might just discover a new passion for baking. Happy baking!